Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, I am Stan the Movie Man, and this is your WIMZ.com movie review. This week, your choice was my choice, Stan's choice. So I chose to see The Hunger Games, joined everyone else in the rest of the civilized world in seeing the movie, based on the book that stars Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, Liam Hemsworth, also Woody Harrelson, Elizabeth Banks, Lenny Kravitz, Stanley Tucci, Donald Sutherland, Wes Bentley, and on and on and on. It has an enormous cast, with most of them having very small little bits that they do. It is the story of a post-apocalyptic world where North America is now referred to as Panem, and it is split up into 13 districts. One of those districts is the capital, and the other 12 districts are where the average people live. Now in the capital, the people who live there are the ones with the wealth and the privilege and the power, and everybody else lives in the other districts. There was a civil war some 75 years ago in the timeline of the movie, and that was won by the capital. And as punishment and as a reminder of where they fall in the food chain, the people of the districts must every year submit a boy and a girl between the ages of 12 and 18 for something called the reaping. And those two children from each district go into what's called the Hunger Games, wherein they must fight against the other children from the other districts, with only one coming out alive and victorious. The tributes, as they're called, are brought to the capital, where they are exposed to opulence, wealth, and abundance, because the district that we see is District 12 is pretty much like what you see when they film the poorest parts of Appalachia. Ramshackle houses, dated and old clothing, things of that nature, and a lack of food. They're brought in and shown all this wondrous opulence, and then they are given some training, and then they are set out in this enclosed arena that the environment in it changes every year. One year it was like a bombed out city, but this year it is a wooded area. Then they're set off in to fight each other. Katniss Everdeen is District 12's representative. She's played by Jennifer Lawrence. The boy from District 12, Peeta Mellark, is Josh Hutcherson. And they start to develop a friendship in the training, and that hits a rocky road, but, it kind of follows a rather predictable arc. There are things in the movie that I really enjoyed. It's pretty good at developing a tension as the children are followed through the forest. And actually, we only keep track of Katniss for the most part. We don't really get to know anything much about the other children in the Hunger Games. There are 22 others besides the District 12 reps. And there are things about the movie that just annoyed the crap out of me. For instance, most of the fight scenes are shot very tightly up close and very shaky, and it's hard to tell what's going on. Of course, the people in the capital are designed so that we'll hate them, with the bright, loud, colorful clothing and the bizarre hair and makeup on both men and women. And we're designed to dislike anybody in the capital, or anybody who represents the capital. It's a confusing film in that we're obviously supposed to root for the tributes, but we're not supposed to root for any of the tributes other than Katniss and Peeta, because most of the other tributes are obnoxious and more like the capital residents than the folks from hard-scrabble life in the other districts. I don't love the movie, but I don't hate the movie. I'm really right in the middle on it. It was entertaining. I'll give it that. I did enjoy it. to a degree. But like I said, there are things about it that annoyed me. You'll just have to read my review to get my full take on the film, because it's still rambling around in there. I'm giving it 3 guitars, simply because I am, quite frankly, right in the middle on it. Go to WIMZ.com to read my complete review, as well as to vote on the movie that I'll see next time. Questions and comments can be sent to StanTheMovieMan@att.net, and you can follow me on Twitter @MovieManStan. Till next time, later.